Welcome again to Fruitful Investment Strategies. My name is Kalambai. I'm an engineer, and today I want to talk to you about how is farming a lucrative business. Yes, farming is an opportunity that we have to do and to consider actually in investments. You see, Africa has 30% or more than 30% of arable land, and it's mostly going out west, and people are not really investing in it. And people are dying of hunger, so which means there is a considerable amount of people who can farm and really win in the business. So for example, the Congo. The Congo is one of the richest countries when it comes to arable land and minerals and all that we know. But when it comes to farming, few people consider farming in the land. Few people consider farming, for example, in Malawi or in other parts of Africa. Farming is not considered. But we see that Zimbabwe was the breadbasket of Africa. Yes, why? Because people were considering farming, and farming was taken seriously. So we think that we have to go back to the land again and start working the land, start farming. And there is a lot you can do on the land. You can farm maize, you can farm corn, anything you can farm, you can put it on the market and it's going to be sold. But many Africans, we do not consider farming as something which we can do, but today I'm really pleading with you to consider farming as a business. By the way, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe on our channel and help us share this, because we want to share fruitful investment strategy going forth. Look, in China, there is a businessman who is called Xi Jinping, one of the greatest billionaires that you know, among the 31st billionaires in the world. And he built his capital on farming. So on farming pigs. So you can farm pig, you can farm chicken, and I've seen actually many who are doing, a doctor in Africa and Uganda who was actually doing the farming and becoming, by the way, financially independent through farming. So Africa can offer many of the things. Yes, we have many problems, which is an opportunity to create many solutions. So farming is really a thing we should consider. Look, for example, the trees. We can farm trees and we can create generation wealth by farming trees. You can buy the land and farm trees, and those who come in 15 years, you have a lot of trees which you have on the ground, which can be a source of investment later on. So this is one thing I think many do not understand, that farming can actually create very lucrative businesses in our community. We create food, we create actually work for the people who are living there. It's very cheap. We create as well an environment which can be acceptable for the people and for the community. And by the way, we actually collect the food which we have planted and do it and sell it on the market. So farming is one thing we should really consider with all our heart to do, because look at Bill Gates. Bill Gates is buying a lot of land. He's the greatest investor in land in America. Why? Because farming is important. Farming is very, very important. Your wealth should not be measured in dollars or in euros. Your wealth should be measured in property that you have, in farmland that you have, in the value that you have. Because what happens to the money you have, it loses value. But if you invest that money in the ground, in the land, or you invest it in property, that money will always increase in its value. So, and that land which you buy will always produce something which you can sell. So the thing is, consider farming as a very lucrative business, because the land that you're going to put there, or the things that you're going to plant, will help the community and will the community become strong. So that's what makes us poor. Sometimes we do not consider agriculture. Agriculture is one of the greatest business. But when you farm, do not just stop on farming. Think of how you can actually increase the value of what you have farmed. Packaging. When you have farmed, you have to consider packaging. When you package the thing, it increases value. And that's what most of the Indians or the Chinese are doing in Africa. They come with the same solutions that we come in the community with, but they have a little thing they add on it, that is packaging. They can come with the same food that we sell on the market, but what they beat us on is packaging. As long as we can package well and we can transform our food, we add value to what we have actually done. So that's the thing. Do not just farm. Consider adding value to what you have farmed by packaging and really looking for the market. So we have to consider the market that we are going to invest in. You have farmed the maize. How do you package it? How do you transform it? So by transformation and by looking for the right market, you see, we have invested ourselves and we have made ourselves millionaires in things that we are investing in. So farming is one of the most important things that we have to consider. And we have to consider how to process what we farm, how to package it, how to sell it on the market. So that is very important. And I'm inviting you to really go on it. Start farming, guys. Start buying land, because all the land that we have, did you know that in Zambia, it's mostly Chinese who farm Zambia? And that Zambians are really not considered in their own land, and their land has been given to Chinese to farm it. How can we take back the land? It's about buying the land. Buy the land and invest in the land. Farm the land. Do not give it away. It is very important that you farm the land and you transform what you have farmed. So that is very important, guys. We have the greatest land in the world, the most arable land we have it, and we are selling it to the Arabs, we're selling it to the Chinese, we are selling it to the Indians. And then we are complaining. Come back and work on the land, guys. Wherever you are, make sure that you as an African, you have really land where you come from, in which you are really investing yourself, and in which you are transforming what you are investing in. So come, let us go back to the land and work with the land and really transform what we have so that we can begin industrialization. No country in the world has developed without industrialization, and we have to consider transforming what we have, industrializing what we have, and that will change lives. That will change the community. And that will bring employment to the people. Thank you on this one. Consider subscribing on this channel, sharing this channel, so that we together we can create millionaires and people who have great value in our community, who can invest in our community. Thank you.